Back in the day, there was a time and a period in my life where I just stopped listening to my dad. And before that, it started off as rebellion, then from rebellion to not listening, and then from not listening to having full-blown arguments. And it was a gradual process. And as far back as I can remember, it happened in a point in my life where I was between the age of 6 and 8, where I had a routine. My dad set me in a routine where I'd come back from primary school, then eat something, then do my homework, and then go to bed. And I'll do this up until I turned 6 and a half, 8. And I used to see my friends playing outside from my living room window. And that used to wind me up because it got me jealous. And I thought to myself, oh, I wish I could be there with them. Like, it seems so fun. And that's when I started to calculate and watch the times that my dad went to work and the times that he'll come back home. So when he worked in the evening, that's when I knew, okay, as soon as he leaves home, that's when I'll sneak out. So I snuck out, and then my mum would hunt me down, hunt me down, all stressed out, worried, and give me a good old whooping. And this used to be the norm. From the era that I'm being raised in the 1980s, it was a norm just to get your ass whooped. They weren't called child abuse. It was just, this is how we disciplined them. They're misbehaving, and this is what we did. It was acceptable at that time. And then moving on, as I was getting more and more older, I just started to rebel. I just lost a lot of respect for them because I was always being told what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and no questions asked. And then I look back in my life, having conversations with my parents, my dad. It always turned, well, not always, majority of the time it turned into argument because I felt that I wasn't heard, I wasn't understood. I just wasn't given the space to express myself. And because I couldn't express myself, I didn't feel safe and I didn't trust my father. The thing is this, I'm not resenting my father because he did this. He taught me according to the way that he knew best as a father. So he did his best. Now moving on, 30 years down the line, having my own children, of 3 boys, 2 girls. When it comes down to speaking to my sons now, I've realized I've adopted a similar method where they're trying to do something and they're not listening and they're rebelling, and I'm taking it as disrespect, but really it's not disrespect. It's they're not being heard, they're not being understood, and they're not being made to feel safe. Then I've come to realize, okay, what do I need to do as a father to make them feel safe, to make them feel heard, to build trust? Is to allow them to speak without interrupting. Is to allow them to speak and try to understand where they're coming from, rather than me interrupt and shout and scream at them and taking their rebellion as a disrespect. It's just their way of trying to figure things out. It's a natural transition as they are growing more and more older. This is what I've come to realize.